Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've planned an abs and glutes workout for you. All you'll need is a booty band and your body. Let's get started lying down. Before you lie down, I want you to place the band right above the knees. Then plant those feet down and just roll down onto that back. Good, once you get down there, just rest your hands onto your hips. Take a big breath in. And just let your pelvis settle a little heavier into the mat. Let your shoulder blades broaden. Another big breath in, feel your belly rise. And just actively draw belly button to spine, ribs soften in and down, but maintain that nice neutral pelvis. Again, inhale, release the shoulder blades, melt them a little heavier into the mat. But actively draw belly button to spine on your exhale, feeling those core sitting muscles. Good. One more like that and we'll get moving. Breathing in. Exhale, belly button to spine, front ribs knit in and down, and keep your tailbone super heavy. So pelvis is neutral. I want you to open up your arms out to the sides of your room. Float the legs into tabletop. Keep the knees tracking in line with those hips and just take a little rock of your knees to the right. Pausing here, left shoulder blade heavy. Exhale, belly to spine, send those legs back to center. And then you're gonna take both knees over to the left. Your right hip will peel off the mat, but that right shoulder blade stays heavy. And then exhale back to center. Good, try to keep those ribs softening in and down as you head over to the right again. Big breath in. Exhale, that left oblique takes you back to center. And one more time like this to the left. We're going to continue taking our knees side to side. Maybe when you get to the right, you extend just your left leg out, rebend it, and take it back to center. Just adding in a little extension, feeling a little more length through that right side of your waist as your right leg extends. And if that's too much, just stick to those two knees bent. Good. Last one. Good. You're going to interlace your hands behind your head. Take a big breath in, peeling the elbows off the mat. Exhale, curl your head, heart, and shoulders up. Keep your gaze right between your thighs. Again, maintain that neutral pelvis. And then lower the spine back down. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale, curl right back up. And inhale, lengthen the spine back down. So do your best to make sure those knees are just floating over those hips. Maintain that nice neutral pelvis as you just curl and fold at those two bottom ribs. Exhale. Inhale. Now, if you're feeling good and want to add a little more, you're going to extend one leg out and then draw it back in. Opposite leg extends as you curl, and then trace that back in. Continue here for your next 8. Trying to maintain even weight in both sides of that pelvis. 7, 6, 5. Really reach. Think of pushing from that glute and hamstring. One more to each side. The next time you curl up, extend your right leg out and hold it there. Take a big breath in, and on your exhale, you're gonna switch. Breathe in, exhale, slice. Inhale, exhale, switch. Can you curl up a little higher? Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees can come into the chest and rest. Good work. You can rock your knees from side to side. Good. Interlace your hands again behind the head. Float the legs to tabletop, but this time squeeze your heels together. Actively start to open your knees out, just as wide as your shoulders, and then bring them right back in. So the knees are going to open, squeezing those heels actively together, and then bring it back. So this rotation is coming from the top of the pelvis, not your feet. One more like this. Feeling those outer thighs wrap. Now hold that froggy position. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna curl up, extend both legs out to that high diagonal, and then lower it back down. Those heels trace that same line back in. Exhale, you lengthen, curl, and then lower with control. Squeezing those heels together, finding that connection through your inner thighs and your deep core. Good. Inner thighs kiss each time, really lengthening through those heels. Let's go for 3. And 2. Last one, hold up in that curl, open and close those legs for 10, and 9, and 8 in, 7, 6, 5, 4, reach, 3, 2, hold. Take a breath, curl 1 inch higher because you can, and bend it all in. Good, good work. Extend your legs long out in front of you. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, flex all 10 toes back. We're all gonna peel the head, heart, and shoulders up on your exhale, and then reach for your toes. You're gonna meet me on hands and knees. Just take a flip, shoulders over your wrists, knees directly underneath the hips. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your tail. Exhale, scoop and round, really push down to the palms, lift away from the ground. Inhaling again, flaring those sit bones. Exhale, scoop and round. One more like this. Keep your toenails planted on the mat, reach your chest forward and out. And we're gonna find a nice neutral spine here. Even weight into both hands. You're gonna kick your right heel in towards your butt. From here, you're gonna exhale, lift that right leg straight up like you wanna kick the roof. Make sure that right hip's wrapped to the floor, and then place that knee back down. You're gonna exhale, kick, and inhale, tap it back down with control. So I want your gaze towards the front end of your mat, so the neck stays long, and do your best to keep those hips really square to the floor. Nice. Just imagine the sole of that right foot hammering that roof. Wrap that belly in. We don't want to arch that back. Let's go for 4, and we're gonna hold it up. 3, 2. Last one. You're gonna hold it up there, tiny pulses. Up and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't drop it, hold it. Open that knee out to the side and then stir it right back down to the mat. You lift it, open it, and circle it back down. And we'll do a few more here in this direction. Keep hugging that left side in, that left outer hip, as you're finding a little more mobility into that right hip. Good. Let's go for 3, 2. Last one. Then we reverse it. Open it, lift it up, and tap it back down with control. Open, lift, and down. Definitely building some heat into that right glute. Left hip working hard to stabilize. Let's go for another 3. Last 2. One more. And rest it down. Good. You're gonna walk your hands one handprint forward and then just press those hips forward. So one long line from the crown of the head to your tail. Scoop and draw your low abs in and up. Keeping the pelvis really stable, pushing down into all 10 knuckles. Tap your right hand to your left shoulder, place it back down, left hand to right shoulder. Good. So we're gonna continue here with our shoulder taps. Even weight in both knees. Getting a little more into those obliques. You can stay here at this pace or pick it up. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, take a big breath in. Hinge those hips back, downward facing dog. Child's pose, not a downward facing dog. Good.
I'm gonna face the other end, and we're gonna do that all on the other side. If your wrists are a little funky, you can always drop down to your forearms. If that's accessible for you, lift that left heel up, kick it in towards that sitting bone, and then hammer that roof. Hold here. Wrap that left hip to the floor, knit the belly in, hold here, and then tap it back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down with control. Continue here. One side's gonna feel a little better than the other. Our tail naturally wags to the right in this position, so think of wagging your tail a little to the left. Good. Even weight in both palms. Just really try to feel those shoulder blades really broad across the rib cage. So good. Let's go for another 5. And another 4. Hammer that roof for 3. 2. Pause up there. The thigh lifts and lowers, lifts and lowers. Good. 8, 7, up 6, up 5, up 4, up 3, 2. Hold, don't drop the leg. Open the left knee out to the side. Send it back down underneath the hip. Lift it back up. Open it. Stir it back down. Good. Be mindful that that right hip doesn't jolt to the right. Pelvis centered. Pushing down into both palms evenly. We got another few here. Let's go for 3. Reaching the center of the chest forward. Last 2. 1 more. And then we get to reverse it. Open, lift, and return it back down. Open, stir it up, back down. Your range of movement may be different than mine. Do your best to keep both hips shining down to that mat. 4 and it's over. Stay with me. 3, 2, last 1, and rest it down. Really nice work. We're gonna walk our hands again to the front side of our mat. Tuck your toes under and now meet me in your high plank. If the high plank is too much, certainly drop those knees down like we did earlier. Once you're there, pushing down to the palms, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift those hips up and high, downward facing dog. Wave the spine forward, measure out to your plank, and we're gonna go back to those shoulder taps. Pushing down to those palms, right hand taps left shoulder, left hand taps right shoulder. Good, so reach those heels back, firm up those glutes, and try not to shift those hips from side to side. Good. You can stay at this pace or speed it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more breath together. Big breath in. Tap your knees down. Sit back. Child's pose. We're gonna do one little push. You're gonna roll down to your back. Before you do, place that TheraBand in between the center of your foot across the arches. And then from there, heels a little further away from your sits bones to make it a little more challenging. Push down to the palms, so you're gonna lift your hips up. Once you're there, give a little tuck of the tail, feeling those low glutes engage and high hamstrings, tap the butt down. Exhale, you lift. Inhale, you tap it back down. Continue here for the next 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, tiny pulses up. 10, 9, 8, lift, 7, drive into those heels, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll it all the way down. Right into a plank position. We're gonna go into mountain climbers. Walking those hands forward, hit that plank, shoulders stacked over those wrists. You're gonna pull your right knee into the chest, take a breath in, step it back, exhale, left, step it back, right. Keep reaching the center of the chest forward, keep pushing down to the palms. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and breathe for 3. Lengthen the spine, 2, 1, and drop your knees down. We're gonna do that one more round and seal this workout. If you want a little more challenging, heels stay further away from those sitting bones. Arms long by your sides. Maybe they want to float up to the ceiling. Pause with those hips up. Really tuck that tail and then tap the hips down. Lift and lift. Last round here. Center of the chest is heavy. Feeling nice extension through those hips. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, pulse it, up and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, rinse it down. Come up to seated. Last plank, last mountain climbers. Shoulders over those wrists. Stretch the legs long, draw the belly in. Let's go. In, 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 in. Let's go. Pick it up. You can move as quick or as slow as you want to finish this workout. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold, take a big breath in. Drop those knees. Child's pose. Take a seat, cross your ankles. Arms long by your sides. Reach those fingertips a little further to the right and just take a big breath into that left lung. Exhale, right. Trickle those fingertips to the other side. Look up to the right. Big breath into that right lung. Back to center. One more to each side. One more to the left. Come to center. Hands on those knees. Give yourselves a big shoulder roll. One more. And this next one, you hold those shoulders up and squeeze them for 3. Squeeze them higher, 2. Let it go. You guys are all done. Great work today.